We're Mike and Sherly Hart, and we've been walking with the Lord for many years now. What a lot of people may not know is that for a 10-year period, we walked away from Him.
We first met a long time ago. We were just kids and teenagers, and we met in church in a youth group, and we got married almost 50 years ago.
It was soon after that wedding that I went in the Navy, and that was the beginning of that 10-year period where we walked away from the Lord. I believe that I was the catalyst that pulled us away from God. I was going through a time, while I was going into the Navy, going through a time where I wanted to do life my way.
We had a lot of struggles during those times and realized that something was wrong, something was missing, something spiritual was missing in our lives.
The Holy Spirit had been working with Sherly and I both, and one morning in our kitchen, we were doing dishes together, and we decided then and there that we would rededicate our life to the Lord, and we did. We prayed right there in our kitchen together. And it was at that point we said, well, we're going to go to church. If we're going to do this, we're going all the way. We're selling out 100%, no playing around. And the first Sunday we were going to go to that Assemblies of God church on 42nd Street. Okay, how will we know if that's the right church for us? Well, we'll see God's love for us and our love one for another. A lot of people will remember Bob Jewett. He met us in the parking lot, welcomed us, made us feel so important. He took us inside, introduced us to a lot of people that became our strong, great friends through the years. The pastor then walked up to the pulpit that Sunday and said, my title for today's sermon is Our Love One for Another and God's Love for Us. Afterwards, we said, was that man standing outside our window when we were talking about what we were looking for in a church? And there was no doubt. That was 40 years ago. We're still here.
For the future of Cedar Rapids First Assembly, I see the church growing closer together. There are so many people in this congregation who have wonderful gifts that God has given them, and to share that with others, those coming behind us, is, I think, what a family is all about.
For those of our generation that may feel like they're tired, they just don't know if they have the long haul in them. The best way to overcome that is to become active. The Lord will renew your energy. The Lord will bring that excitement back.
All through the Bible it says, don't give up. We are going to run this race strong to the end.
We made the decision over 40 years ago to rededicate our lives to the Lord, and I had made the statement that morning in the kitchen that if we were going to do this, we were all in. We're going to tithe. We're going to go to church. We're going to get involved in ministry. And so we've had 40 years of experiencing that. There's nothing that the world has to offer that could be as rewarding, as exciting, as fulfilling as that commitment we made 40 years ago.
So we are Mike and Sherly Hart, and this is us.
Or as you always say, heart to heart.
Heart to heart. This is us.